We're going to be rappelling for the Greater Downtown Council.
Easier said than done.
I'm getting nervous.
With every strap
So that's what it's going to feel like.
and piece of protection, this reporter's nerves were mounting.
I feel like I'm ready for some action in this outfit right now. Got all these straps, got the helmet on, the GoPro camera. I'm ready to rock.
130 feet in the air over Superior Street, a crew ready to get people over the edge.
My heels are literally off the edge of a building 9 stories in the air, so to say I'm a little nervous would be an understatement.
But with a little step and a lot of faith, fear gone and courage mounting.
Look at that, no hands, baby.
That 130-foot rappel that you did is kind of one of our shorter rappels, but it's truly a great step for the first-time rappellers.
Randy Stalker helps put this on all over the country.
We only work for nonprofits.
And this week, it's all for the Greater Downtown Council.
Our money is actually going toward a zero-interest revolving loan fund, and it's to help our businesses so they can utilize it to make improvements to their storefronts.
Rappellers will take the plunge Thursday, raising at least $1,000 each for the GDC.
I think we've built a really good crowd. We've had great weather, a lot of great vendors out there. Our businesses are out there.
And even though there were some scary moments,
Kind of far away from the wall. Uh-oh.
solid ground came soon enough.
It was actually not scary.
Our reporter Laurie Stribling is live right now at the depot where the Northern Lakes Food Bank's Empty Bowl event is underway.
Darren, the event started at 10 a.m. this morning, but 8 hours later, there's still people filing in. Upstairs, the soup is hot, and as you can see here, the bowls are definitely unique, and it's all for a good cause.
It's an event 20 years in the making.
I'll take it. Awesome. Thank you.
I think it's special because there's not an event like this in the region.
That's super cute.
And each year, the Empty Bowl event for the Northern Lakes Food Bank takes a big bite out of hunger.
Through the event, we feed 44,000 people annually, and we know since its beginning back in 1994, we put 3.8 million meals on the tables for Northland residents in need.
But this is not your usual fundraiser.
I love what it represents, that we're actually doing something and buying something for people that are less fortunate.
Each bowl unique.
I'm squeezing my fingers together.
Each one donated, and it all helps put food on a hungry person's table.
Spring.
Cindy Bazizevich and her sisters turned picking a piece into a party.
I'm hanging out with my girls.
And after spending all this time just looking at the bowls, I think it's about time I go pick out one for myself. It kind of matches my outfit though, don't you think? I don't know which one I want. What is this? Finally found it, and I think it's time to eat.
And one. Kids love to eat the soup and look at bowls and the trains, of course.
Surrounded by his family, Paul Hellstrom says the event hits home because about half of hungry people in the Northland are kids.
I can't even imagine not being able to have a meal with my kids or my kids not having meals.
And that's why many people are here.
Enjoy your lunch. Thanks so much.
Fighting hunger, one bowl at a time.
And the event will start wrapping up here in about 20 minutes, but Darren, organizers say they've had a great turnout this year.
Kind of looks like it, Laurie. Thank you very much.
Now, our reporter Laurie Stribling is down at the deck. You can see just how much the snow is blowing. Now, Laurie, you've been out and about in this majority of the day. Is there some areas that are worse than others?
Well, Justin, I apologize if I look miserable right now because I kind of am. There is snow flying at my face, so I'm going to kind of look away from you for a second. But the roads are pretty slippery. I was going down Mesaba, down a hill, and even though people are traveling pretty slow, a lot of people sliding, and as you can see, this wind is making for some bad visibility out there.
Have you had the opportunity to speak to anybody today and get their view on what they're expecting with, or what they're thinking of this April snow?
Well, if you'd asked me, I'd say the snow needs to go away. But actually, the people I talked with today, surprisingly optimistic. They say they live in the Northland because they love the snow. They enjoy snowshoeing, all that good stuff, walking outside in the snow. So, Justin, you may think you're pretty hated right now, but actually a lot of people like the snow still. And I know a lot of people are probably sighing at home when they hear that.
I think it's just because most of us really think, you know what, it's April, we might as well make a run at that record. Why not? All right.
Might as well, right?
Thanks a lot, Laurie. I really appreciate it.
You might call it a living museum that cooks and works.
Hard work. Gets rid of my belly.
The Lakehead Harvest Show is 53 years running. And every year,
And I do more pointing than work now.
you'll find Nick Blotty with his 1904 Minneapolis steam tractor.
It's our heritage, so if we don't know where we've been, we don't know where we're going.
Tradition runs deep here. For example, organizer Bill Ritchie.
I started coming here when I was 9 years old, and it got in my blood, and it will never come out.
I made hair extensions.
Abby Grafmeyer, already following in his footsteps.
I made all the bracelets, but my aunt helped me. But I just love coming here with her.
Nick has watched generations enjoy these turn-of-the-century trades.
We won't go fast, don't worry.
And his passion is infectious.
It's like a train.
Yes, absolutely, except it's got wheels.
But this old steam engine isn't just good for giving rides. His trash can steamed sweet corn is a fan favorite.
Butter's right there. Now Nick says once you have corn like this, you're never going back.
I mean, steam has turned the country for years.
Something to remember moving forward.
Internet and computers and all the exciting things that we wouldn't have today if we didn't start with a mechanical machine like this.
And thanks to those changes,
be on Facebook.
Nick and I can be friends online.
Harley Davidson golf cart is what it is.
And on this 70-acre farm surrounded by history.
Now there's still a ton of events you can catch. There's a parade, a tractor pull. The Lakehead Harvest Reunion continues Saturday and Sunday. In Esco, I'm Laurie Stribling for Eyewitness News.
If you want it, they got it at the 51st Annual Apple Fest in Bayfield. Well, as long as it includes just one thing.
It's apple everything. There's apple brats, there's apple cider, apple pie, apple donuts, apple jam, apple butter, apples itself.
And while apples steal the show every year here, this year Mother Nature tried to show them up.
It's cold.
But it seems all people needed to keep the good times going was some warm clothing and sarcasm.
Well, one thing is the palm trees will probably not be blooming this weekend.
Sunny and warm? No, yeah, don't let it stop you.
They have apples so big you can barely fit your hand around them, and you can find them in a sundae or even in your chili.
I think a couple of brats. All right, 2 brats, ma'am.
They keep coming back, and I keep making the chili. I don't know.
Paula Young owns Morty's downtown, and her booth houses some of the more unusual apple dishes. Apple brats, apple lip balm, and apple chili.
We put nice big chunks of apple in our chili, and it's a secret recipe. I can't give it out.
And while Paula can't tell me how she makes it, she lets me take a bite.
So this is the famous apple chili. My first time at Apple Fest, and I'd have to say this is probably one of the more unique items.
And her secret has me asking for seconds.
Gotta love it.
From music to fair food, this year's Apple Fest has a treat for every taste bud. Even I couldn't resist buying a sack of the Bayfield staple. In Bayfield, Laurie Stribling, Eyewitness News.